Hi, I welcome you all to the CISA study course which is being offered by Mercury Solution. Now, if you aspire to become an IAS auditor, this is a course which is a great help because the course helps the CISA candidate to ensure that he acquires necessary knowledge to perform the information systems audit in accordance with the procedures, guidelines, standards of the IAS audit which are set by CISA and the other best practices in the market to ensure that the organization's information technology and business systems are protected and well controlled. Now, this whole course is organized into 5 chapters. Starting with chapter 1 is process of auditing the information systems. Chapter 2 is about governance and management of IT. Chapter 3 is information systems acquisition, development and maintenance. Chapter 4 is information system operation and maintenance. And chapter 5 is protection of information assets. Let's go through chapter 1 first. And before I go through chapter 1, these are the weightages that each chapter has within the course exam. Chapter 1 carries 14% weightage, chapter 2 14%, chapter 3 is 19%, chapter 4 23%, and chapter 5, which is protection of information assets, is 30%. Now, chapter 1 is about the process of auditing information systems, and we have tasks in each chapter. So the objective of chapter 1 is to develop and implement risk-based information systems audit strategy for the organization in compliance with the IAS audit standards, guidelines and best practices. Plan specific audits to ensure IT and business systems are protected and controlled. Conduct audits in accordance with the IAS audit standards, guidelines, best practices to meet planned audit objectives. Report audit findings and make recommendations to the key stakeholders to communicate results and effect the changes and when necessary. Conduct follow-ups and prepare status reports to ensure that appropriate actions have been taken by the management in a timely manner. Now, each task statement is accompanied by a knowledge area. An ISACA candidate or an IAS auditor should have knowledge of ISACA IT audit insurance standards, guidelines, tools, techniques, code of professional ethics, and applicable standards. Knowledge of risk concepts, tools and techniques in an audit context. An auditor also needs to have a knowledge of control objectives and controls related to information systems. Knowledge of audit planning and audit project management techniques, including the follow-ups. And knowledge of fundamental business processes like purchasing, payroll, accounts payable, or HR or accounts receivable, including the relevant IT. Further, he also needs to have a knowledge of applicable laws and regulations that affect the scope, evidence collection, preservation of evidence, and frequency of audits. Knowledge of evidence collection techniques that we use to gather, protect, and preserve audit evidences. Knowledge of different sampling methodologies. Knowledge of reporting communication techniques, and lastly, the knowledge of quality assurance systems and frameworks.